Hey, what's up guys? It's iBornSeller and today I'll be doing part 2 of my Soul class guide. And if you missed part 1, I talked about tips on how to heal people, revive people, and choosing the right weapon for the Assault class. So part 2 is going to be about what gadgets to use and which is the best weapon setup to use, or the ones that I would recommend to use. And so let's get down to it. So as far as gadgets go for the Assault class go is well, you only get a few really. You got the med pack, the M320 grenade launcher, and the M26 MASS shotgun, and those two can be equipped to a to your assault rifle. I really haven't done this yet, so I'm not sure how you're supposed to do it. I think you're supposed to choose the gadget and choose the underslung rail, I think. So I think that's, at least that's what the description says. I haven't really done this yet, so. And the reason for that is because I find those two to not be that useful. I mean, you have to give up the that was a random death right there. I don't even know where that guy came from, but like I was saying, the grenade launcher and the shotgun, I find them to be kind of useless, at least in my experience, because giving up the med pack for those two gadgets doesn't seem like a fair trade to me. Because a med pack can be the difference between you dying within a few seconds and you dying 5 minutes after because you survived because you had a med pack. So I mean, I guess the only good time to use the grenade launcher is if you were playing in the in Operation Metro Conquest. This 64 players, because if you play that, oh my god, it is the biggest clusterfuck ever. I mean, I am not even kidding. If you played that, I mean, I played that because the map rotation took us there, but otherwise I would never play that. I mean, 32 on 32 on that map is just ridiculous. And more so because the Russians have advantage because they have the higher ground. So that map broken in Conquest 64 players. I mean, they should add a few more flags to that map. But enough about that. I'm not talking about Operation Metro in this video. So, or this is not what the video is about. So. But just a few heads up, or a heads up is if you're want to try out that, because it is just complete crap if you're in the American side. Because yeah, whatever. And I guess that's the only good time to use the grenade launcher. I guess because the people are really bunched up together, and you may or may not get a few multiple kills. So. Or multi-kills, I guess you could say. So that sounds better. So, and yeah, I mean, medpack is I think the way to go for the first lot of the gadgets. So, and of course the second one is always going to be the defibrillator, which is a really good weapon. I mean, really good weapon. A really important gadget. Like right there, I just revived my teammate, just real quick as I was trying to kill this guy. And I gotta say, I kind of got really lucky against that guy because I ran out of ammo with my AK-971. And I just took out my MP443, like I said last time, that's why I really like this weapon, because it's really reliable. And I just took him out, after reviving my teammate. So even though you're getting shot at, always gotta try to at least put a few shots on, the guy that's trying to kill you. You may not kill him, but at least try to make it so he's closer to death, so your teammates may finish him up. So at least that's, I guess that's a general tip you could say. Right there, I started shooting at that guy, and you gotta go into single shot if you're using the 971. So I always switch to single shot with this weapon if you're far away. But anyway, back to the tips. I mean, I guess that's all I got for you guys as far as gadgets go. And I revived this guy right here. The tank was right behind me, so poor timing, I guess. And that was not Rambo reviving. I mean, I thought that tank was a million miles away from here. I was not expecting a tank to be right behind me. So, But anyway, let's see. Yeah, that's all I got for gadgets. And let's move on to setups, or weapon setups. Let's see. Like I said, the best weapon, well, to use would be the F2000. But if it's not your cup of tea, I guess you could use either this weapon, the AK-971, or the M416, and or whichever weapon you choose, that you feel more comfortable with, will do, I guess. And let's see. And the best sights that I found to be the most useful are the infrared sight and the PKA 3.4 optical scope. And I guess you could include the M145 optical scope in there too, because that and the PKA 3.4 optical scope, I find those to be pretty much the best just optical scopes. I mean, the ACOG and what are the other ones? The PSO1 and the PSO7, I think it's called. I mean, those are alright. I mean, those last two, the PSO1 and the PSO7, I mean, I really do not like those two scopes, mainly because of, I don't know, like the way that they have so much stuff on them, it makes them a little too clutter. So I really like the simplicity of the PKA 3.4 and the M145, because they're just, I don't want to say crisp clear, but they're kind of crystal clear. So that's why I really like those two. And so that's as far as scopes go. I guess I mean, the other not scopes, but sights you could use are the holographic, the holo sights, or the EOTech holo sight from the Russian. And out of those two, I like the just the American one better. I mean, I don't know, it's just, I guess, more clear, I guess you could say. And between the Cobra and the reflex sights, I think I like the Cobra better. I don't know, the reflex sights is, I don't know, it gets on the way a little bit too much, I think. But yeah, it's up to you to, whichever sight you want to use or scope. But my suggestion would be either the infrared sights, the N145 optical scope, or the PKA 3.4 optical scope. And I mean, that's for long range. For close quarters, I guess it would be either the holographic or the Cobra sight. And I really like to use the Foregrip on pretty much any weapon. I mean, the only other option you have are the bipod or the underslung rail, and unless you're planning to put a grenade launcher or a shotgun under barrel attachment for your assault rifle, then you shouldn't ever use the underslung rail. So and bipods are just finding to be more useful with light machine guns. So and I mean, foregrip, I think, is the way to go. So that's that. And for the third accessory, I like to use either the suppressor or the laser sight. I mean, for whatever reason, using a suppressor, I just find it to kill people. I don't know why it makes it seem like that, but it makes it seem like I kill the people quicker for whatever reason. I don't know if it's just how it feels when you're shooting someone with a suppressor. I don't know. It's just how I feel when I'm shooting somebody with a suppressor on. So, and it's either that or the laser sight. I mean, like right now, I'm using the tactical flashlight, and I'm only using that because that's the only other accessory that I have for the 971. So, I mean, I could have used the heavy barrel, but I find it to not be that great sometimes because I mean, it's great for long range, like it says, but it kind of screws with your accuracy when you're like mid-range and close range. So I would much rather use, you know, something that would help you, like at all times. So close range is pretty much always where you're gonna fight the most. So and if something stops you from being efficient in close range, then I guess you should use something else, like, you know, the tactical light or the suppressor or the laser light. And I guess you could say the setups that I like to use, just to give you, you know, just straight up setups. I like to use the infrared sight, the foregrip, and the suppressor. That would be good for close quarters. And for long range, I like to use the PKA 3.4 optical scope, the foregrip, and the laser sight. Or I guess you could switch out the laser sight for the heavy barrel, you know, if you're going to do a lot of long range. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys as far as tips for the assault class, slow, you know, slash medic. So and I guess to recap, let's see. Always revive your teammates and never Rambo revive. Always heal your teammates and always heal yourself, you know, whenever you have a chance, you know, when you can get behind cover and throw down a med pack so you can start healing yourself. And always choose the right weapon. I mean, choosing a assault rifle for longer range, like in this map, would be a great idea because you have long lines of sight. And, you know, weapons such as the 971 or the F2000 are good weapons for that. But excuse me. But again, using a shotgun for this type of map would not be a good idea, and that rocket kind of came to my face. But again, using a shotgun for, you know, this kind of map is not a good idea, so don't do that. And using a personal defense weapon can be a good idea, but not always, because if you find yourself in long, you know, in a battle of long range, then you're probably not going to be very successful. And as far as gadgets go, I like to just stick with the, I guess you could say, the standard setup of med pack and defibrillator. I find the other two not to be that useful, the grenade launcher and the shotgun attachments, or, you know, separate gadgets if you're not going to put them on your assault rifle. And finally, the setups, like I said, the best setups that I find are the infrared sight, the suppressor, and the foregrip for close quarters, and the PKA 3.4 optical scope, foregrip, and laser sight slash heavy barrel for longer range. So I guess that's pretty much all I got for you guys as far as the assault class guide goes, part 2 and stuff. So I guess I'll be doing another class guides for the engineer, the support class, and the recon class, but that'll be much later. So because I need to get started with the support class and the recon. So, but anyway, guys, if you could comment on the video, rate it, and subscribe to my channel, that'd be amazing. So I guess I'll see you guys later. So goodbye.